Hello, welcome to War 9, the end of the penultimate chapter of the war season against Book of Vishanti today. I have a very good war today. Bastion sticks with us to take a few more names. There's me scrolling all the way down to find Mr. F for some pre-fights, and Medusa makes a cameo for a single fight as well. Yeah, good war today. We get 6 fights, like seems to be usual for me lately. Or is it 5? I can't even remember, because we do skip the first. Might be 5, but that's okay. Yeah, I've lost my train of thought. It's current. I've done these towards the end of day 1, and this is as I speak, war is already done. We're going Weapon X on path 9 into path 1, and then we've got Bullseye on 38, an arcade on 43, and then some Mr. F pre-fight duty on Boss Island. Last couple of times I've taken Weapon X here with Bastion. It's been solid and easy, but a bit of a faff. So this time I decided to slow things down a little bit, not bother with the usual rotation. We're still going to go SP2 into SP1 with a power boost start, but I'm not going to try and bother with chaining heavies in because it just screws things up on this node. We're going to do naked L1s, as I've decided I like to call them as of just now, and takes a little bit longer, but it gets the job done and doesn't really screw up my routine, and it's one less thing for me to focus on. Going to get a bunch of parries on as usual to build up infection so that the shock part of the hazard shift doesn't affect me, and then we are going to be good to go. Not before taking a couple of hits, because you know I like to regen from the bleeds. That's okay. Really feeling good with Bastion lately. Like, I know I've had a couple of decent wars. I had my 2 deaths with him earlier in the season from fumbles and whatnot. But yeah, I'm really kind of feeling at one with him. He's become my champ, and I'm very happy with that. So yeah, not going to bother. If I'd have waited for the relic there to heavy into L1, it would have pushed me for 2 bars again. There's not really. I don't think there's really a way to do it on this node, because you can't just stand there because he's too aggressive. So you either back off for ages, and again, had to go for a naked L1 there. Decided to opt for no suicides on this fight. It wouldn't have really changed anything. Might have meant no 3rd L1 needed, but that's fine. He's done. Finish on a full yellow, and we can move on to section 2. Starting with a very easy Killmonger fight with Medusa. I can't even remember the node, which we'll see in a minute. Here's a few seconds of the game freezing on me. Seems resetting my Wi-Fi router was not the one, but never mind. I could have just cut this. I actually even recorded it separately because I turned off and restarted the game, but it gives me some time to waffle. Anyway, we're into the pre-fight screen. High energy diet. I think on double dashbacks he gets regen, but for some reason with my... I also had like 10 seconds. Thanks to that, I was panicking because I had 10 seconds left on my power start 1, so thankfully we got it in. Going to go straight for an armor shatter. And unless I'm wrong about there being regen on double dashbacks, we seem to have just shut it down, which is nice. Otherwise the plan was just to try not to double dashback. I can't even remember what the node is anymore that you get the regen timer on double dashbacks, but it doesn't seem to be here. I'm sick of saying double dashbacks now. Yeah, I kept suicides off here purely because I didn't want them on for the next fight, which I've already forgotten what it is, but don't really need it. We've seen how she rolls on suicides. She absolutely melts. But yeah, so here on buffet node is a rank 4 possibly SIG 200 Colossus with 600k health plus. I wanted to spare a moment of silence for Shumpy Bumpy, who had made this rank up and then seemingly had to place him on defense. This is a very good placement for him in the sense that it's such a poor node, such a waste of time for him, to be fair, anywhere on the map, that it actually had me questioning things for a bit and wondering if I'd actually missed something. Which I didn't. I kept suicides off here because the regen buff that I would have from them at the start would just trick a buffet, which isn't the end of the world. yeah, and whatever. I haven't fought Colossus as a defender since the days of the old map. Like, we're talking a few years ago now, when he was on Chitinous Thorns node and we'd send Claire or whatever. But yeah, he's a waste of space. Shumpy, keep him as an attacker for God's sake. This is sad for you. When I was planning for the fight, I think I had in mind the other node that you get whenever they have an armor up buff, they're going to be unblockable. This obviously isn't the case. So I was a little bit worried, but yeah, I'd just got the nodes mixed up in my head. Nothing to worry about. Very, very easy. In less than a minute, 600k health down the toilet. Excuse me. Now we come to node 38, Bullseye. Suicides are on. A wagged pre-fight would have been nice here, but it isn't necessary. Just means a bit more block damage, which is fine. More than I'd like, but fine nonetheless. The aim of it obviously is just bait heavies. Well, I can play normal to start with, but I'm not going to waste too many of my hits without protection being up. He obviously builds prowess here, which is probably why his hits into block hurt me as much as they did. Obviously each time it triggers a bleed effect, I'm going to gain regen, so that's going to keep me topped up. I also have a big fury here, obviously from the protection being gone. Bait heavies, punish with heavy to keep pursuit up, get to L2, and then we just do our usual routine. Probably should have completed the heavy there before throwing the L2 because protection was back up, but it's really not the end of the world. And the L1 close to cleans him out. Unfortunately, protection came back just in time, but that's okay. The next one will kill him. Yeah, I've lost a little bit more health than I would have liked, but I'm really not worried here. By this point, I'd also finally gotten around to remembering to invest in a few more points in collar tech, which does benefit Bastion as per his kit. And with protection up, the L1 still finishes him off. A couple of potions in, and we're going to move on to our final fight of the war, which is Arcade on 43. Another name to add to Bastion's list of victims. Now, with suicides on, as we've known from before, whether you're immune to poison or not, it means that Arcade will start with a couple of tokens. So whilst I'm still going to parry bunch at the start, as I usually do on this node to build up infection, my first act towards him will be a heavy to knock him down and remove those tokens. And from there, just keep an eye on them, and then we're just going to wipe him off the face of the earth as we usually do. This was a really satisfying fight. He was only a rank 3 as well. Rank 4 would have just been the same story, just lasted a few seconds longer, I guess. The L2 in itself does a huge couple of big crits, which is nice. Makes less work for the L1 to have to do. In we go. Luckily we get there because he dexed me. I was just going to back off otherwise. Heavy into L1, and he is absolutely wasted. And that's the end of my war. Yeah, we did really, really well today. Again, like since the first half of the season where we were averaging 10 deaths, we are killing it. BG1 almost got a donut, but I jinxed it. But we still finished overall with 4 deaths only, so that's really awesome performance, massive improvement again. Shout out to my friends Coop and Vanilla Gorilla, who used to be Frodo. GG's guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye!